Hello, friends. A warm good evening to everyone in India and around the world. Today, we are so happy to connect with you on this special day, as we have a wonderful guest with us who's going to enlighten us about her journey and experience in life and how she would want to create a great impact in the world, and especially for all the youth, the youngsters, the middle-aged people, as well as senior citizens. And not to forget, even the little students too. So I'd like to invite our special guest today, Mrs. Uma Mahendra. Ma'am, welcome, ma'am, to our show. Thanks for accepting our invite.
Thank you so much, Andrea. You are my dear friend and host for today, and we have known each other for quite some time now. It's really my privilege to be invited over here, and I would like to inspire the whole world with my words. So let us proceed. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Really, we are happy to introduce you to our, to our virtual audience. I'd like to introduce you to our guests in a more professional way, in a more deeper way. Apart from being friends, I would want the world to know who is the real you. So I'd like you, to give me the opportunity to share.
Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Thank you very much. Dear friends, the participants and audience on our stage at present, and as well as our virtual audience, I'd like you to know our special guest today. She is none other than Uma Trivedi. She's married to Vikal Mahendra, a mechanical engineer who supports her in all that she does and encourages her to create a beautiful world. She was born and brought up in Ayodhya, Faizabad, in Uttar Pradesh, the birthplace of Lord Sri Ram. It's such a beautiful thing to know about that, ma'am. You come from such a great, place, and that's really very nice, very inspiring. She's a graduate in life sciences and she's completed a master's in counseling and spiritual health. Apart from that, she's a PhD research scholar from the Manipur International University in positive psychology, Yogic science. Her father was a great reader in ancient history and a research guide as well. Her mom, a criminal lawyer, and she belongs to a beautiful family of 5 siblings. She is the 4th one in the family. She's always self-motivated, as I've already seen that our team has observed that she is extremely self-motivated. Not only that, my dear friends, she motivates others. That's the best part of, a human being, to motivate yourself and motivate others. That's how we nurture humanity and, nurture love and kindness in the world. And dear friends, she's always ready and super active all the time. She would like to do beautiful things, creative things in the world, and to uplift the environment around her. She never likes to sit down and, be calm and quiet. She always has something new to share, and that's what makes her special. Her energy is infectious. If you feel low, do take up your, take your phone and call her. Connect with her either through the social media, or you can personally talk to her or walk up to her. She's such a warm person. And friends, apart from that, she abides by the spiritual laws, the law of nature, and of course the universal laws, and that brings positivity into us and a beautiful aura of peace. She strongly believes in the law of karma, and yes, friends, we all should believe in the law of karma. At present, she's serving the country and its people as an immunity and relationship coach, and as well a meditation consultant. She inspires and motivates people globally through her content, her posts, and videos on social media. Hence, she is a social media influencer. Beautiful, ma'am. We've been inspired by all the posts that you've been posting and trying to reach out to each and every individual across the globe. Apart from that, she is an educator, a social transformational coach. She conducts group coaching to transform people in large numbers. She would like to create a huge impact. And as well, she specializes in individual counseling programs for those who are looking for a breakthrough. I like to repeat myself. Individual counseling programs for those who are looking for a breakthrough in their personal lives. to break the stereotypes or the ancient patterns that have been set in their brain. She would like to break that and create new patterns of acceptance in the universe. And she would also want to help them in their health and create more happiness by breaking or blocking the old thoughts and creating new thoughts. Her major focus is on managing chronic stress and enhancing immunity levels of the people globally by increasing their awareness on all zones in all areas. And dear friends, her latest workshops include, or the courses that she offers are a 3-day workshop, which focuses on managing your stress and balancing your lifestyle. And as well, there's a 21-day immunity boosting program, which she specializes. It's a beautiful program. We've all attended it, and you too would also try that. It's really very nice to be a part of her journey and share her positive energy. One could reach out to her. She's very warm and approachable, as I earlier said. Contact her personally. You could walk up directly to her and talk to her. She will really welcome you with open arms. And at the same time, you can contact her through our channel, the International FabTalks Show 2023-24. Hello, ma'am.
Yes, thank you so much. That was such a pleasure to receive that introduction from you. And I'm really looking forward how I can contribute to the society, towards this channel, towards this platform. And salute to you for this initiative, really. This is none less than being an entrepreneur in your field.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. Ma'am, let's begin with the interview session, ma'am. Yes, dear. May I?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Ma'am, how would you define yourself, or how would you describe Uma Mahendra?
Right. Let us start with my name itself. The name Uma, it has been, given to me by my maternal grandfather, my mother's father, right? So somehow he had some knowledge about astronomy and astrology. He could make out certain things about my nature from my birth date. So he discovered that fire in me, which is also possessed by goddess Durga in our culture, if we talk about the Indian culture. So that's how I also associate myself. It's a symbol of power, but the positive power, and how you can achieve it. So purity and almost like a fight against all the vices. Anything which is destroying the world, which is polluting our atmosphere, I'm there to kill it. And at the same time, nurture the whole world with my feminine power, love, dignity, respect for all.
Beautiful, ma'am. I love that when you said the feminine power, the feminine energy. Yes, ma'am. Definitely, you are creating an impact, and you will be creating a much larger impact in the near future. Yes, dear. How do you manage your stress? As we all go through stress, how do you de-stress, ma'am? Because there's always a virtual smile on your face, ever. Whenever I look at you, there's a beautiful smile. How do you manage that?
I actually discovered it. I've been good in observation. So since my childhood, as you just disclosed the interview facts about me, I belong to a family where my mother was a criminal lawyer and father being an ancient history research guide and a reader. And I had 5 siblings, right? I'm the 4th one. So the atmosphere in the house was full of education, full of guests. We were very welcoming because most of the social influencers, because my dad was also the head of the president of the Brahmin society at our place. So we have, many social workers coming up to him for advices, and a lot of education, a lot of knowledge, full kind of things were there in the family. So I was observing their behavior, their personalities, and what are the discussions that they used to go. Though I could not understand a lot, but I could connect that, yes, I am also the one who has to bring the change in the society. Now, when you decide your goal in life, that there is a lot of work that needs to be done for the society, obviously you have to be systematic and you start planning things in your mind first. And then you jot them down in a journal, or you make up a goal strategy. There are certain temporary goals or short-term goals, and then there are permanent goals or long-term goals. Now, we need to understand what is stress. I explain this in my programs, like you just introduced about my 3 days stress buster program. Stress is actually a positive word. And a little bit of stress is required for all of us. Because if you see from our normal platform, if we do not take a little bit of stress, we will not even get up from the bed, right? So coming out of the comfort zone is definitely important for each one of us to do something new. It is going to bring stress because you have not exposed yourself to that new atmosphere, new knowledge. So that's what I believe in. If you want to move ahead in life, you should be open to handle stress. You should learn how to manage the stress so that it does not become chronic. So the idea is being systematic, keep learning and give yourself tasks so that you gain experience of the smaller things first before you reach to that higher goal. That's how I manage. And happiness is something that you must always take care of, that whatever you are doing is bringing you happiness. And that will happen if you are self-aware. If you know that you're working towards your goal, that happiness will be there and you will have that smile on your face because you know you are reaching close to your goals. That's it.
Absolutely, ma'am. Very nice. Very well explained, ma'am. You did justice to that question. I'm really happy about that. And definitely our audience too will really benefit from this answer that ma'am has given us. Ma'am, our audience would like to know, how were you like a little child? Naughty, polite, humble, mischievous? How, ma'am? What were you?
Yes, I was naughty. I would accept that. However, that naughtiness factor was never meant to hurt anyone. I was always aware about how the other person is feeling. And I will tell you how I inculcated this. As I said, my maternal grandfather, he was also very spiritual and he was involved in the astrological studies, etc. I used to have, like, we used to go for summer vacation to his house for like 2 months. And everyone knows about Gita, right? The epic. So we used to have a small calendar kind of thing about the crux of the Gita knowledge. Now, my job as a child in the house, I used to wake up late in the vacations time, but then nobody was annoyed about it. My grandfather would walk up and give me some, tips, early to bed and early to rise. So that kind of thoughts, they were, getting like seeds into my mind. So my job was, before I could take bath or maybe in between, I used to, do dusting in his room. So I used to read these Gita quotes every day. And maybe this was the last or the last second thought that actually started seeding in me, that you should not behave in a way with others that you don't want to be behaved. So this thing has nurtured me. I always kept thinking about this. Whatever I do, I should not hurt anyone because I don't want to be hurt. I believe in this even today. Be it I do not do anything. It's okay that I back off from certain situations, but I will not hurt anyone. And if I feel that certain words have really hurt someone, I would walk up to him, I would call up him or her and be very, very frank to ask for forgiveness. And this is what I do in my meditations also globally, because we all know the karma philosophy, the journey of a soul. I keep on doing this every day. So as a child, I was aware about this thing. I was naughty, I was creative, I was very active. You can say hyperactive. The term that they use is hyperactivity, but I can associate it with that childhood energy. We need to channelize that energy, right? Just terming the person as a hyperactive is not going to solve. Energy is a good thing. Having energy is a really good thing. We need to understand that. Why don't we utilize that energy? So I was like that. Thank you.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. I really appreciate the way you answered this question. Treat others just the way you want to be treated.
Correct.
Even if you hurt anyone by mistake, unknowingly or knowingly, our guest goes back and tries to reconsider the situation once more, reconcile, maybe ask a little sorry, make up. She doesn't want to hurt anyone. And I love this, ma'am. Don't hurt anybody.
Yes.
You get positive energy when you're good to others. So, dear friends, she has this concept of live and let live.
Yes.
Treat others just the way you want to be treated. Very nice, ma'am. And really, she's been inspired by, the Bhagavad Gita. I really love that, ma'am. Very nice, ma'am. Dear ma'am, who is your inspiration?
That's a good question. To be very frank, at present, it's none other than Almighty. But then, as we say, the Almighty does not have a form. He teaches us lessons from different people that we meet. So, to my parents, to my grandparents, to all the teachers that have come up in my life, the coaches who have always been inspiring me, coaching me, how to, use my knowledge and move ahead professionally as well, how I can serve more in a better way to the society. I'm really obliged and privileged to have them in my life. So everyone who is doing the good work, who is doing good for the society, who wants to bring a change in the society, who is against all the social evils, is my inspiration. So I never ever hesitate to learn from anyone. Even a cobbler on the roadside can teach me anything. So I'm always open and ready to learn from anyone in the world.
Brilliant, ma'am. Brilliant. Very nice. Yes, dear friends, this is how we should look at the world. Everybody, has something unique, and we could get inspiration or be inspired from every single person. Like ma'am said, even a cobbler could be an inspiration to us. The hard work, the honesty with which he does his work, he could be an inspiration. Ma'am, it's an excellent example. I'm just becoming emotional when you've shared such beautiful examples. That's very nice, ma'am. We just don't look at all the rich and the famous or the film stars or maybe the greater role models. Even a simple person working on the road could be an inspiration to you.
Absolutely.
That's beautiful, ma'am. You're so humble and so nice.
Thank you so much.
Yes, dear. Are you a good reader? Do you love reading books, ma'am?
Yes, yes.
Your favorite book?
Recently, I've been inspired by Jim Quick because he's working a lot on making people to read, which is need of the hour, the kind of distraction level that people have. So I also want to learn a little bit more about the reading speed and how to being limitless. So I've just ordered and must be reaching my door in a couple of hours. Being Limitless by Jim Quick.
Great, ma'am. That's so sweet. So when you read the book, do give us some, tips and points in our
Always
next
open. Yes.
interaction. Yes, dear. Any incident you saw which you cannot get out of your mind, like you can't take it away, some positive incident? A recent one?
A positive incident, right? Many. I have to. I'll come back to this.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Yes, dear. Ma'am, how would you like to be remembered in the world? How should people remember you? In what way?
Sure. This is pretty clear in my mind because I'm living my death every day. Okay. Cause I'm a meditation consultant, we go through a practice called being in a bodiless state. Like you say, the corpse asana in yoga, the shav asana, where you just lie like a dead body. I believe if we remember our death, which is the final exam, the final paper, that will keep us intact to the spiritual cord, which is attached to the Almighty, to the superpower of the universe, and it will stop us from doing anything wrong, and it will help us remember our karma. That's what I said in the beginning. I'm a strong believer in karma philosophy. Every day is a blessing for us. So the moment we get up from the bed, the word thank you should come out of our minds or out of our mouth, thanking the Almighty and universe for forgiving us once again and lending us one more day, 24 hours. And we have so much time. Each moment we can create miracles. There are so many people in the world who need our help. We have been so privileged. So we are getting so much of facilities, so much of education. But then there are other people who are not so fortunate. We should look helping them. So looking forward always how I can be of help to anyone around me, around the world. And utilizing the best of my energy, because all you carry after your death is the result of your karma. All the happiness that you get in the life, all the grief that you get in the life is not from God, it's from your karma. This is what we need to understand. If you want happiness in your next 4 births, the time is now. Live in the present, look where you can be of good help to anyone. That's it.
Great, ma'am. Very nice. Very well shared, ma'am. That's so nice. Ma'am, do you watch movies?
Not much now. Sometimes I sit with my son and I make sure the content that he watches is inspiring and motivating. So that is why I have to, accompany him. So in case we find that the content is not suitable for a 11-year-old kid, I ask him to stop it and let's move on to something which is funny. I watch cartoons with him and we watch motivational movies. We together watched a spiritual movie. I don't really remember the title. He enjoyed it equally. The movie had a content like you get inspired from Ayurveda and what Ayurveda actually teaches us about the instincts different animals and insects they hold on, like they possess. So that small deeds done by those animals, which are not so much intellectually evolved, sorry, they can teach us a lot many lessons. Like you have tailor bird, you have singing bird, you have hummingbirds. You can learn so much from the nature if you observe. So that power of observation is really important. And I keep on teaching the same to my 11-year-old son. So this was a movie. I'll send you the title later on, which you can add. That was really interesting movie and it was quite long, but we both really enjoyed because we were learning each and every moment. So I'll send you the title.
Yes, dear. Thank you, ma'am. And what we get to understand the audience from ma'am's answer now, be a keen observer. Observe nature, observe people, and above all, observe your inner thoughts. And that's how, you create a better world. Yes, team, our next question for ma'am. Ma'am, your favorite holiday destination, where would you like to go? Take a break.
Right. As such, I've always loved hills. So hills and mountains because the pure air that you have, that catches my attention. The greenery, the silence, the calmness, perfect place to meditate, that really catches my attention. And yes, of course, I like to visit Mount Abu whenever I can, because that's the place of Almighty.
So beautiful. Ma'am, what is that one thing you like about your own self?
I think being positive. This is something that I really practice in my life. And hence my PhD title is also in positive psychology, because this is most required at the present moment. The way people are distracted to the negative things and the wrong stuff, and they are unknowingly grabbing that fear, that tension, that worries, and that little bit stress that could have been planned in a better way, which is not being done and leading to chronic stress. To deal with all that, you need to be positive. So people need to understand what a positive psychology is and how you can stay positive, stay optimistic, stay hopeful, even in the worst of the situation. Even if your mom dies, even if your father dies, you are strong enough to hold on to those griefs, emotions, and still move away from that. And that's how we need to inspire the whole world. We need to hold hands with those people who are in grief, show them way that there is still a lot to be done, because you are still alive, you are still in this body. There is a reason for that. So the nature, the universe is still expecting a lot from you. So we need to work towards the laws of nature.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. I really like how you put across your answers, your opinions and thoughts to that given question. Dear team, my virtual audience, I'd like to tell you one thing, that ma'am, she loves to focus on the brighter side of life, called as positive psychology, positive thoughts. And I could, connect myself. Earlier, I read a book, or I read some content based on Sir Booker T. Washington. He had the same ideologies and thoughts like our guest today. Always look on the brighter side of life. No matter what you face in life, the worst situation, look on the brighter side. And that is what our guest shares today with us, to be positive and look at the happier side, just like Sir Booker T. Washington, a great personality of the ancient times, of the last century. You could also say that. Thank you so much, ma'am. Really very much inspiring, and getting to know more about you and your thoughts.
Thanks to you, sweetheart. Thanks to your team. And I wish you all the very, very best. I've been really inspired and really excited to bring more stuff to this platform called International Fab Talks Show. The name itself is really fantabulous. So I'm really hoping that you are going to create more chartbusters from this platform and bring more and more people to inspire the whole world. I wish you all the best to you and your team. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am. It means a lot to us, each one of us. Thank you so much. Ma'am, are you interested in sports and games?
I have been a sports person, yes, but these days, whenever I get times, then I do running, some jogging, fitness kind of things. And if I find people to get involved, then I play badminton. I used to play basketball in my school time.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice. Ma'am, do you ever plan to retire? Is there a word retirement in your diary or in your
Really, I don't really feel that a person being alive, and if you want to be healthy, stay fit, you just cannot retire. You will always find some kind of work. And a person who is energetic, a person who is optimistic will always find work around. So there's a lot to be done for our society, for our own country, India, and then for the whole world. The world needs transformation, and we have a lot of responsibility that we can really enjoy being happy, helping others, and bringing the impact in the world.
Great, ma'am. Very nice. Very well answered. Yes, dear. What is the difference between smart work and hard work, according to you?
Sure. Again, my favorite question. Hard work definitely pays off, but we need to understand if there is a smarter way of doing that thing, which saves your energy, which saves your time, and it does not hurt anyone, you must follow that smart process as well. Because it is saving your time, which you can use in other works. It is saving your energy, you can utilize it in the other work. So if you want to do a lot in less time, utilizing less energy, you must use that smart work technique. And to add to that, we have technology available right now. We have artificial intelligence right now. We must use it wherever we can in a fair way, right? The ethical way of doing things. Always follow the ethics, and then you can proceed smartly. Definitely, you can have same kind of person, two people working for the same goal. One is hardworking and the other one is hardworking plus smart working. So the one who is hardworking plus smart working will reach the goal faster. That's the only difference.
Great, ma'am. Very well. Beautifully told, beautifully put your thoughts into that question. And I like the way, no matter if it's hard work or smart work, you should do it in an ethical manner. Follow rules and regulations. No, don't be a lawbreaker. That I like. And ma'am says balance hard work and smart work to excel in your work, in your personal and professional space. Am I right, ma'am?
Absolutely. Yes, dear.
Yes, dear. Ma'am, any dream projects for the future?
Like these two courses I'm trying to promote from my social media and from the sessions that I have on the different platforms, because health is one basic thing. It is a skill, and it is one basic thing that everyone should take care of, because no matter how many goals you have in life, short-term goals or long-term goals, if you're not healthy mentally and physically, spiritually, emotionally, from all angles, somehow you will not be able to reach that goal on time. So your personal fitness, your personal care, the self-care things that we talk about is really very important. So take care of yourself and become the role model in your family, around your society. Why you are fit is because you're taking care of your happiness. You know what your mind wants. You know what your body wants. So you will run after those goals, right? I cannot be running after money if I am unhealthy, if I'm sick. Whatever I'm earning will be wasted in the hospitals. I don't want to do that for myself, and I would not like anyone who is close and dear one to me doing the same thing. So this is the one basic thing right now, making India healthy, making people across the world healthy. And by health, I mean holistic health. And that is why I apply this technique called holistic health approach. So integrated system towards perfect health. My mission is perfect health for myself and for people across the world. I have a WhatsApp group as well, which is called as Mission Health, through which I try to collaborate with people. We do sessions and we inspire each other.
Beautiful, ma'am. Beautiful, ma'am. That's really so nice. I like the holistic approach that you have in mind for yourself and for each one of us. And do share us the invite to the WhatsApp group, and all the new courses or whatever you do, the workshops and everything. Let us know. Let our audience also know. Definitely will become a part of your community, ma'am.
Thank you.
Dear ma'am, How do you always have that special smile on your face? We've seen you always smiling. What is the secret of your smile?
Right. Well, that actually came from experiences, because life will keep on throwing something or the other on you, right? As a result of karma, you might be getting, some bad experiences in life. So if you keep on, getting low, if you keep on spoiling your own energy, what will happen? It spoils the whole atmosphere. And as all of us know that each one of us is a part of the universe, we are a flame, a spiritual being in the universe, and we all have a universe all around us. So suppose my energy goes down, my frequency goes down, that affects my son, that affects my husband, that affects people around me, right? On the contrary, if I forget that particular incident which lowered my energy, I forgive that person, I forget that moment, and I promise myself that I'll be happy and nobody can actually kill my happiness. It's my happiness and it's my promise to myself that I want to be happy and I want to radiate the same. The world is looking for positive energy. The world is looking for happiness, for love. Let us, each one of us, be that role model, be that flame that the world needs. That is the way how we contribute from our side, a unit of the universe. So happiness is my promise to myself that whatever happens, I will be happy, I will be smiling all the way, and I will pass on that smile to ignite the same energy in the other person. So whenever I go for a morning walk as well, even if I see a small child, holding his mom's hand and the mom is probably busy in the mobile, I will talk to that small child. I will say, can you smile? I pass on the smile. And whenever I go on an evening walk, I find so many children over there. I somehow sit with them. I go and start playing with them, because my happiness quotient rises when I'm with the children. So I know how to handle my energy, I would say. Everyone should learn how to handle your energy. Everyone should realize that you are energy and it's totally on you if you want to lower it down or you want to raise it and be creative for the whole world. I am also an energy healer. I'm a pranic healer. So I work on energy. That's my favorite game, you can say.
Great. That's so nice to know, ma'am. Another feather in your cap.
Yes,
That's
thank
so
you.
nice.
Thank you.
Ma'am, do you love pets?
Yes, I love them, but the cleaning part, I'd like to stay away from that. My son is asking for a pet, so what we got is a small turtle. So that's not a mess that much to clean, whatever it does. But yes, I do love the animals. They all need our kindness, our mercy, the love that we radiate, because we need to understand that a mutual society, a symbiotic society, is the one where the man, the human being, takes care of everyone who belongs to the society. So no word for hatred as such.
Beautiful, ma'am. Very nice. The way you put your thoughts on, the humankind or mankind should be able to take care of all the other animals and living things. Yeah, and give kindness and mercy. I really love that, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yes, team. This is how we take care of our pets. If not our pets, maybe little animals around us. We could take care of them in our own small way. We could be of great help to the universe. Yes, dear. Any favorite quote or proverb you remember, which inspires you every day?
Yeah. Recently, I've been inspired with this quote by none other than Swami Vivekanand, which says, rise, awake, and do not sit till you achieve your goal. So you cannot be at rest really till you have achieved the goal which has been in your mind. So this need to inspire the youth of our country, especially, who are distracted and they do not have any goal. So we need to inspire them. We need to get in touch with them and ask them, what is your goal in life? And then they must work towards achieving that goal instead of wasting their energy and attention in the useless stuff. So goal setting.
Great, great, ma'am. Your favorite color, ma'am, and why?
Right. Well, white, we all know, is it's a band of all the 7 colors, right? So white is definitely the first priority, and you will always see some kind of white with me.
Wow.
I love blue because that's the color of knowledge. So many times you will find blue with me as well. Red is again for strength and power. So that's how about it.
Great. My favorite too, blue and red.
Right.
And
Okay.
of course, white, as you said, that too, ma'am.
Same pinch.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I just said same pinch, that we are,
Okay, same page.
similar.
Fine.
Yes, similar
Okay.
likes.
Okay, ma'am. Your favorite subject in school?
English and biology.
Your favorite teacher, sir?
Yes, that was teacher Saroj ma'am when I was in primary, and then she became my teacher in class 6th, 7th as well. Somehow I was lucky to have her for like 3, 4 consecutive years. She has been really inspiring with her calm and quiet nature. She would not talk a lot, but she was very focused on her work. And with her calmness and with her just eye contact, she would give you a lot of strength. In case you, because I used to get that examination phobia kind of thing whenever we used to have that timetable and that scheme, especially for the midterm test. So maths was something I was not very comfortable with. So I used to get a little nervous how I'm going to prepare for these 3 days continuous tests, which involve all our 9 subjects. How am I going to prepare? But then she would always look at me when, my fellow students would communicate to her that Uma is crying and she has her heads down because of the exams and all. So she would only say, is that going to help you? No, start preparing for it. That's it. And that always motivated me.
Great, ma'am. Very nice. Very nice, dear. Ma'am, now this is a cup. According to you, is it half full or half empty? What's your view on it, ma'am?
Although I couldn't see it from outside, but both of the status can, teach us a lot many things. In case it is half full, you have opportunities to fill it more. And if it is really full, then maybe you should wait, have more patience, so you get more opportunities. Whatever was needed to be done at that particular moment is done. Now let's wait for another chance. So that's how I can associate.
Very practical, very practical. I love that. That's how, dear team, we have to be practical. We always cannot be having, theory in our mind. You have to be a practical person. Put things into action. Like our ma'am, our guest today, Mrs. Uma Mahendra, very practical in thoughts and in deeds. Ma'am, how many languages do you know, ma'am?
Hindi and English only.
Okay, dear. Are you a good listener?
Yes.
Or a good speaker, or both? How would you
both,
put it?
actually both.
What is the difference between a zoo and sanctuary according to you? Which one would you prioritize? The zoo or a sanctuary?
Sanctuary, I guess, where the animals are given their own freedom to move around in a bigger area. Freedom is really important.
Great, ma'am. That's really nice. Ma'am, if at all you were blessed with a superpower by the universe, what would you select? What type of superpower would you want for yourself and the world?
If I could tell people or train them to remove the negativity from inside to outside without wasting much of time. Things will keep on coming up, as I said earlier, but do not get stuck in that situation where energy is going down, where your frequency is going down. So always rise and raise your own frequency for the higher purposes in life. That's what I would like to do.
Great, great. Ma'am, can you share any 2 red flags and alert our audience and participants today? Any 2 red flags?
Right. You mean something which needs attention?
Yes, needs attention and to be alert and aware.
Right.
Prevention is better than cure. Caution.
Yes.
When should a person be, very attentive and alert? Any 2 red flags?
Right. First is the use of social media or the digital platforms. Everyone is using it, be a homemaker or one who is pursuing the professional goals, a student, everyone. There is a lot of distraction over there. It's like even sometimes I also feel that some goal in life for which I opened up probably the Facebook, Instagram, or any other thing. And then looking at the post, I got distracted. So where I planned to give only 5 minutes just to check onto something or just post something about my professional post, the posts that were already there, they grabbed my attention and I lost my focus. So that wastes a lot of time. So one thing is, please be aware, please be conscious of your social media time, how much you're handling. And within that 24 hours chart, if you have to, if it is really required, because I will tell you what I did. I've been away from social media in between because I was going through a process called spiritual awakening. Lot many things were happening in my life. Okay. And I did not find anything new, anything creative on social media. Rather, it was like it was pulling me towards it. I realized it. Because people have this attitude, whatever you wear once and post it as a pic on the social media, you cannot wear that costume again. What kind of psychology is that bringing to ourselves? And as a result, I started bringing more clothes. I started shopping more for clothes. And then I found my cupboard was almost full. Every time the occasion came, I did not really needed, new clothes. Why would I buy clothes? I have always, already so much of full stuff in my cupboard. So that thing I realized, and I stopped posting and I stopped connecting to the social media because I was not finding something useful. And I realized that it is actually catching my attention and distracting me from my real goals in life. Then after this spiritual awakening, I got into this mental health process. I got into spiritual beings, spiritual awakening of the people. I got associated with Brahma Kumaris and my PhD goals were there in mind. Then I became a coach, planning out things, how I can serve the society with my knowledge. I was always ready to learn, and still everything, that catches my attention is something which makes me move forward in life, which gives me solution to the problems around. Talking about the problems is not going to help. Talk about the solutions. Do not linger on the problem for a longer time. You got a problem, you troubleshoot it. Write it down, make a mind map around it, like we do the troubleshooting in a corporate sector. Work towards it, kill that problem. Okay. Then procrastinating is something that we need to work on. Being lazy is not in our culture. India needs to work hard, needs to work smartly, keeping the ethics in place. We need to be more and more active. So we may have to use social media, but use it wisely. Decide your time and your purpose, why you are here. That is one very important thing that I would like to say. And procrastination, as I said, if you have to procrastinate, it should be for the not the good things, the bad things. Like in case you want to, something that delaying a task is not going to hamper your growth, you can delay that task. Or if you have a bad habit, you can put that to procrastination, but not your goals, not your everyday task. So procrastination is something that we need to work around. And do not follow any culture, be it Chinese, Western, or any one blindly. If you have to follow a culture, observe the goodness, how different countries, different nations have progressed. If you go into the ancient side of any civilization or any religion as well, none of them is going to teach you about hatred, because the real teachings of the religion is upliftment of the human being. That we need to understand. We can belong to any religion. Hatred should not be there. Learn to forgive people, forget those things, love everyone, and move ahead in life. That's it.
Brilliant, ma'am. Brilliant. Very, very nice. Very nice. Thank you so much for the insight that you put in today. Ma'am, in the next 50 years, from this very moment and for the coming 50 years, what type of changes do you think we will be having? What type of changes will the society have?
Well, everyone knows now that we are moving towards a golden era. So we are all going to have a very, very good and prosperous time, especially for a country like India. So we must understand the responsibility on our shoulders. Let us all create a better world. Let us all add towards this creation of the golden era by following the spiritual laws, the universal laws. Let us understand what is this Newton's third law of action and reaction. React when it is required. How you are going to react is not only in actions, but also in thoughts. So there are a lot of spiritual knowledge, wisdom that we need to learn. So reading is one tool with which you can equip yourself with the great knowledge. Be it the spiritual stuff that you like, be it the positive psychology that you like, be it any skill that you want to update in yourself. Keep learning, keep reading, and keep sharing that information.
Great, ma'am. Great, ma'am. Ma'am, if you had a time machine which would allow you to go into the past, yes,
Yes.
whose life you would like to relive?
Well, it will actually be the golden era if I have read about it correctly. The kind of world that we actually had, it was there. It's a fact that it was there on this earth and it belonged to India. When every soul was pure, right? Nobody had vices in them, no lies anywhere. So if, yes, maybe it's the time of Lord Krishna, they say. Satyugi was the first prince of the golden era. So to be very frank, I would like to be in that zone.
Great, great, ma'am. Very nice. Very nice. So beautiful. Ma'am, how do you take constructive criticism? How would you explain that? What is constructive criticism and how will it benefit us?
Right. This is something which is close to my heart because criticism is something which you will get every day, every now and then, every event that you participate. You will not always have admirers. There will be few people, at least one person, who might not be giving you that kind of polished language as a feedback. Recently, I had it and it did not affect me at all. I took it positively because what the other person gives you and whatever comes out from their words, it has many reasons. It could be from what is coming out from his value system first, his own perceptions, and then you see it yourself honestly whether there is a place for improvement. If that person is pointing out certain weaknesses in you, certain lack of skill in you, do you have a way to improve on it? So that gives us a chance to work on yourself instead of getting angry at that person. And if you think that that was the best, then be happy. Maybe he has his own perception. So no need of, keeping anything wrong, anything anti about that person. Love for everyone.
Great, great, ma'am. Very nice. Yes, we are going to learn that from you. It's a takeaway for me and for our team.
Thank you so much.
And as well our virtual audience and all the others present on this platform. Yes, dear, one more question for you. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself with regard to forgiving others?
9.5.
Wow. Great,
And
great.
0.5% which I left is not instant, but I eventually forget. It may take some time. Sometimes old memories come in, but I keep on reminding myself, no, you cannot hold on to anyone like that. You have to forgive. He has his own role or she has her own role to teach you a lesson. Work on to that. Get that lesson in mind. There is a purpose why he or she is behaving or doing something like that which you are not liking. So don't hold on to negative emotion. He is there to teach you a lesson. And I learned this more from a book. I've been reading it for quite some time. I have it on my bedside. Many Lives, Many Masters. I don't remember the name of the author. He has many series, Many Lives, Many Masters. Maybe Stephen or someone. Okay, that talks about a patient and a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist is working on this patient. She's a young fellow in her 20s and she has severe anxiety issues. Okay, so though this psychiatrist tried certain therapies on this lady, that did not work out. And then ultimately, some hypnotherapy sessions worked out. So whenever she used to sit, whenever the psychiatrist used to, deal with this lady and take her to the hypnotherapy sessions, she would go into deep trance and then miraculous things surfaced. She could narrate her whole journey, how she left the body, where was she left as a body, how her soul left the body, how she was in a floating state, okay, and how she met her spiritual master who came and gave some lessons. And that spiritual master was actually speaking from her own body in the present scenario. So in those hypnotherapy sessions, which were recorded professionally, it has all been explained in that book, Many Lives, Many Masters. Make it a point. It's a very good read for all of us to understand that whatever we are doing is getting recorded. And we as a soul over here, we are recording the memories. So it's better to remove and wipe off all the bad memories. Okay, that is why I said do not hold on to the wrong emotions and in that lower frequency, because you will not hurt yourself only in this birth but also in the other birth. And that person will come and take, that karmic account in place. He will try to settle it down. So do not hold on to that. Try to settle your karmic accounts here in your life states.
Yes, very nice, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for enlightening us on that topic, the karmic perspective from which you try to explain that to make it very clear. Don't carry it to the next birth.
Yes.
Yeah. And keep only positive emotions and wipe out negative emotions. And that's brilliant, ma'am. Thanks for sharing the book that you read and are reading. And, that shows that you are a great reader and you're inspiring us to be great readers.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you very much, ma'am. Ma'am, you have any message for our younger generation or for all the audience, irrespective of age and gender? Any message, ma'am?
Yes, for the younger generation and for anyone who is out in this world, is still alive in their body, I would say every day is an opportunity. Have respect for your parents. They are the only souls on this earth which have been given this sole purpose of nurturing you, of bringing out the best in you. Have respect for your teachers, everyone who has been of any kind of help to you. Be really obliged towards them and have respect for everyone. Okay, that body conscious state, please come out of it and go to the soul level consciousness now, because it's high time. We have spoiled our values, we have forgotten those culture imbibed things that was being put in us from our parents, from our grandparents. So try to understand the reason. Do not be superstitious, but try and understand the scientific and the cultural logic beside those practices or anything that is being taught to you from your parents. Okay, respect for your own family. You are the one who can bring all the name and fame for your family, for your entire nation. Please work towards it.
Definitely, ma'am. Definitely. We have a beautiful message from you. We will definitely follow it. And we are sure our audience and each one of you who view this video will definitely bring and create a great impact in this world, a positive impact. Ma'am, would you like to sing for us? Could you sing a line or two?
Okay, well, which song?
Any song, your favorite, any song, any language.
You have to give me some time then.
Sure. Okay, you would like to take some time now or maybe after a few more questions?
Let me see. Okay, it's from the movie Border. It's a Hindi song. Will that work?
Yes, ma'am. Most welcome.
Okay, I've been quite patriotic as well, so this song has really touched me. संदेशे आते हैं, हमें तड़पाते हैं, वो खुशबू आती है, हमें कह जाती है कि घर कब आओगे, कि घर कब आओगे, लिखो कब आओगे, कि तुम बिन ये घर सूना सूना है. Thank you so much.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's mine also. It's my favorite song.
All for the soldiers, right?
And yes, dear. And I increase the volume and I get everyone, not only me, get it.
Very inspiring, very highly motivational, and it brings your patriotism spirit from deep inside you.
Yes, dear. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. You really sang so well. Thank you for obliging. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure.
Ma'am, now we have the rapid fire round.
All right.
It's just you have to answer in one word or two words.
Okay.
Make maximum one sentence. Yes, dear? Shall we go for the rapid fire round?
Yes, okay.
Okay, dear. You love cakes or ice cream?
Ice cream.
Strawberry flavor or chocolate flavor?
Chocolate, okay.
Summer, winter or rainy season?
Summers.
You love to travel by land, air or water?
Land.
You love to live or in the city or in a village?
City.
How would you explain, or what is your thought about a beautiful day?
Right. A peaceful, calm day,
Great.
happiness around.
Could you repeat that, please? Because I disturbed you.
Happiness. Yes. Peaceful, calm, and happiness around.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, when you help others, do you expect anything in return?
No, not really. Just maybe that respect question. But even if it is not, I know what I have done. So that's it.
Beautiful. Very nice. Are you a good cook?
Okay, yes, I do cook. But can't say, how I can keep on boasting about myself. But yes, not bad. Good cook, yes.
Okay, dear. Your favorite pastime?
Music and being connected to nature, going on walks and associating with those small children. I like to be in the company of small children.
Okay. Are you a morning person or evening person? Are you proactive in the morning or evening?
Actually, both. I've set my routine like that, so I take a rest time in between. But yes, early mornings are the best time. So I'm never on the bed. You will never find me on the bed in the morning. I do follow my fitness routine, go out. And even the evening, I try to be on bed by 9:30 or 10. So because I know the energy concept now. And because I have to wake up early morning for my meditations also, I know that waking up till late night is a good thing. I
Yeah.
have worked for night shifts though, so I can work in case it is required.
Great, ma'am. Is there anything that you'd like to change about yourself? Any one thing?
Yes, maybe I can work a little bit more about my anger, though I don't show it to others, but it can, it does impact me inside. So that small factor, I'm working on it.
Yes, dear. You love salty food or sweet food?
No, majorly salty, but yes, at the end of the day, you feel like having some desserts.
Great. Money, happiness, or both?
Happiness.
Introvert, extrovert?
Extrovert.
You live in the past, present, or future?
Present, definitely.
Love socializing or me time?
Both. Combination of both. Balance.
Great, ma'am. Are you a thinker, doer, or both?
Both. I think and then I do. And if I have to do, I think about it.
Wow, great. Are you street smart, book smart, or both?
Street smart and what was the other word?
Book smart, book smart.
Okay, can you explain that?
Like street smart is like even without reading any books, are you able to deal with any situation? Or if you need to deal with a particular situation, you always connect with books, read, and then deal with the situation, or you can get along with any situation, or you balance both. You gain knowledge from books and apply it to everyday life.
Well, till now, I have read quite a lot amount of books. So I'm able to deal with any situation. In case I do not feel that I need to react and I do not have anything to give, I take a pause.
Great, great, great. Very nice. Fresh food, fried food.
Fresh food.
Early bird, night owl.
Early bird.
Home cooked food or food from out?
Home cooked, definitely.
Okay, dear. I love to be spending time on a beach or in a forest.
Both, actually. But yes, forest, in case there's not a safety issue, it will work.
Yes.
Otherwise, beach.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's so nice, ma'am. Ma'am, before we conclude today, would you like to just, remind our audience and virtual guests the three magical words? Okay, could you recollect that, ma'am? The three magical words?
Like from today's interview or from my own life
From
experience?
the past, like, do you know which are the three magical words which have been passed on from generations?
You mean in my generations?
Yes, ma'am. Have you heard of it? May I
Yes.
help you?
Yes,
Or you know
definitely.
about it?
Yes, like my parents and my grandparents, they have always inspired me about doing great things in life. They have always used those miraculous words for uplifting me because probably they knew what is my purpose. I did not know. So they will always say that you are there to inspire the world. So you are an educator, you are the change maker, you have to do it. And even after getting the spiritual awakening, I heard it many, many times, almost every day. I'm hearing it from my spiritual lessons from the Almighty. reminding me about who I am. So I am the change maker. I am the authority. If I take that, I have to make the change. Be the change.
Great, great. Yes, dear friends, the three magical words which we initially already know about it. That is please, sorry, and thank you. Yes, so we always know that please, sorry, and thank you is being passed on from one generation to another. That's what we have been taught. And we teach our children. We teach the younger generation. Today, I'd like to request our guest to give us three magical words from her side. Like how we have please, sorry, and thank you. Would you mind giving us three words? I guess you've already given. Could you repeat it and say like, be the change? You could say one. Would you add some more to that, ma'am?
Be the change, and in case you're not finding anyone who is there to give you suggestions, then be your authority. You are the authority. So with your knowledge, you should be able to take the right decision for the masses, for yourself, for your family and friends, in case it is required. So you are the authority, you are the power.
Great, that's so beautiful, ma'am. We had a beautiful journey with you. Very exciting and a very insightful journey. And I didn't know how this 1 hour passed. I would like to spend some more time with you. I really wouldn't want to leave the stage now.
It was incredible, really.
Yes, dear. Thank you so much for being so polite and humble, for accepting our invitation, and as well sharing all the knowledge that you've gained with us. We wish you all the happiness in all your endeavors.
And thank you so much, Fab Talks. Thanks to you, Andrea, for inviting me. It is really a wonderful moment and a heart-touching moment for me as well to present myself over here and share my views with the whole world with you. And hope we have a great association together ahead.
Definitely, ma'am.
Wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, dear. Thank you, ma'am. Dear team, we'd like to thank our guest once again, as we are very grateful that she has given us quality time. And friends, stay connected. And if you like the content we are sharing with you, please follow us such that we reach out to the common man. We reach out to every individual who requires, support and as well as knowledge sharing. And, we'll bond together on a much larger space. Our idea is to create a better world. As our guest says, she doesn't want to do it only for herself and her family. She wants to reach out globally and, share the positive energy that is within her. The feminine energy. And ma'am, we thank you so much for giving all beautiful tips and, creating an exciting atmosphere on the stage today. Thank you very much, ma'am.
I appreciate even you had that smile continuously in the whole session. So really thanks to you. Thanks to Crystal Sean for being a patient listener and giving both of us this opportunity. Thank you, team.
Thank you, dear. God bless. Stay blessed.
Thank you.
Signing off, team. See you again soon.